On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now Heineke. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Handoff running left is Gibson. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Heineke. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Heineke to throw it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. throwing again on second down. Heineke over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well. Trying to make it 9 in a row. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If you don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Heineke throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go.
The play fake, and now Heineke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Heineke. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sly able to put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a 3-point kick. Now you give them the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Heineke again. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down and goal. Heineke, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Sanders. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep our boys. This is where you step up right here, baby. Let's go now.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Go.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Here we go, here
The
we
Eagles
go.
on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12.
Mustang 19. Hey, check that. Street.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And some room to run now. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On third down, Heineke. Able to connect with Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play action now. Here's Heineke. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
No gain, and it's second down.
Let's go. That's what it is. That's what it is. Come on now. They can't beat us.
Second and 10. Again, it's Heineke. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw on second and 10. Heineke. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a 16-yard touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Wyatt!
On first down, Hurts. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Smith will come in motion right.
79 Broncos!
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon,